Sure. Jeandra LeBeauf, Black Sports Online. You're really funny on ridiculousness, too.
Oh, yeah? Thank you. That's what people don't give me enough credit for, is how funny I am.
You're a funny girl.
Thank you. I love a good laugh.
You just gotta sit back for me. 'Cause you're
Okay.
blocking my shot.
Sure. All right.
Anytime.
You got a notepad?
I did because,
Got some notes?
you know, I enjoyed the movie so much. I wanted to make sure I covered enough with you. Do you think, we always hear that Tupac and Jada were very close. They had a really close relationship, but we never got a chance to see it in depth from their point of view. Is there a little pressure to perform and portray that relationship for the fans who aren't familiar that they had such a close relationship?
I wouldn't say it was pressure when we filmed it. I don't think that we came into it feeling like maybe what we're feeling now. But we cared more about capturing the dynamic of these two very phenomenal and ahead of their time individually people, you know. So that was more so what we cared about, was making sure that we were dead on.
What was surprising about their relationship that you found out as you filmed the role, as you prepared for the role? What surprised you about their relationship?
Well, I think overall, if you know that they were close, that's fine, but you don't see the ups and the downs, and you don't, you know, you kind of just assume that they were friends, and then he passed, and that's kind of, at least for me, that was something that I wasn't aware of, that they had any sort of issues. So that was something new that I definitely discovered.
We have a whole new generation who appreciate Pac's music, but they don't know the story, what led up to it, the ups and downs.
Right.
Jada's ups and downs. What do you think, what new fans will learn from this movie that they didn't know before about Tupac, about Jada? And all these
Well, I think you know Tupac in the same way you know Biggie. I mean, we're the millennial generation, right? So people know their rappers, but they don't necessarily understand the depths of their stories or their music. You know, we know it, and I'm a 90s freak, so like I have my own category of people that I've looked up to from the 90s. And but I will say that they're going to really understand the depths and the character of this man after watching this movie, and understand how it relates to what is happening, going on in today's society, which I think is really profound and important to portray.
During the course of the movie, of course, the music is a huge, like another character of the film.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Tupac song, and can you give me like 16 bars of your favorite Tupac song?
Oh my gosh, 16 bars?
Well, maybe 8. Maybe like 8.
No. I can play it on a keyboard, but I can't. I won't do that to myself, and that will go viral. So I'm not gonna do that. But I would say California Love, and obviously like Dear Mama, his poetry. I was also very familiar with his films. I think people ask me all the time, because I do music, and I just dropped a record called Love Music Funk Magic. And people are like, well, what do you like better, acting or singing? And it's like, you know, I'm been in the kind of world of Pac for like a good like year and a half now. And this is somebody who completely blurred the lines of you are this and you're not this. Like, he was an actor, he was an activist, he was a music artist, you know? And that's, I think that's more common, I think, in African American actors and actresses. You see it a lot with Jada, you see it a lot with even her son Jaden and Will, and maybe that's just that family, it's just something in the genes. But you know, you see that it's a common occurrence. Even Jasmine Guy, who I worked with for a long time, she's, you know, you see a lot of that kind of common through line of these kind of multifaceted artists, and it's just kind of how they roll.
On the eve of the movie being released, I read that you connected with Jada after you finished filming for the movie. What advice did she give to you regarding the public and receiving it, or just to keep you motivated? And
I wouldn't say that she gave me advice. I mean, she's definitely made herself available if I needed her, if I ran into a hard question with one of y'all. But I think it's more so the support. That's what I remember specifically, was how supportive she was. And I don't know if it's just because I understand what it's like to be connected to kind of an iconic person myself and how protective you want to be of them, or like a male figure, or if it's something like, just because I've always loved Jada so much, I just feel like I go into protective mode where I don't want to describe, their relationship, because I didn't have it. I'm doing the best I can as an actor to give you guys a memory that's past, right? And experiences that they've had. And I don't necessarily want to, exploit that at all. So, you want to be protective over this woman, especially for me. I mean, she's been my idol since I was a little girl. So I will say that she's just been incredibly supportive, and I hope I make her proud.